Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Stardrive 2 Heroes tutorial. What are heroes? Heroes are special characters that join your empire randomly. You can play through the entire game for 1,000 turns and not get one. You can start and get one 10 turns after the start and then 10 turns later the next one. Leaders cost an initial cost to hire them. For example, here 150, some cost 80, some cost 250, and they have a permanent cost of 1 to 4 BC or MC, I think it's BC, a turn. What do? They give you either bonuses to your system where they're applied, or they're ground combat fighters, or they have special spaceships to help you in space combat, or a combination of both. For example, we hire this lady here for a moment and then go to our system. We have Bloodfang here. That means Bloodfang is a close combat fighter. What can he do? He has 60 life points, which is okay. He has a laser pistol. He has the Hole of the Wolf, which gives extra bonus points, action points to the others around. And he's bloodthirsty. That means when he started killing people, he gets his special skill up. What does that mean? He has the ability to make your people have sex with one another, to repopulate the planet faster. So you should send him into battle so that this number gets, well, up to 100% if possible. For example, this humanoid here is a master spy that makes your spies better. She can fight, and if you give her to a fleet, then these fighters will do double damage to the enemy. Well, let's give her to the planet and see what she can do. She has a low blow, which means she kicks the enemy in the nuts, if he has them. Martial arts, and a hot shot. Woohoo! Not quite impressive. Don't overdo heroes, but I will show you some heroes that are actually worth their money. For example, there are two heroes that give you spaceships. One of them is Rambo. Well, I think it should mean Rambo, but who cares? He has a ship with class 2 shields and some laser cannons. I know it's not the most powerful ship, but at least it can do something. Rambo as well, or furthermore than that, makes your people more happy, which results in better production, food gathering and research. He's a combat veteran, which means he can fight on ground combat as well. When you look at him in ground combat, oh well, he's not in ground combat at the moment. You go there. I think we have to assign him. Assign. It will take 1 turn for him to get there, and I will show you what he can do in a second. So that is Rambo himself. What can he do? He has a rail rifle, forget about that, it's a shitty weapon. He has a combat knife, well, what should I say about that? And he has the air support that does 40 damage in a large radius. That is one of the best closed combat guys, ground combat guys you can get in the entire game. This air support will win any battle you want. Furthermore, we had Seth Brannigan, the guy from Futurama. What can he do? He's a fierce leader, which means all fleets ships do 30% more damage, which is a hell of a lot. He has a unique ship that we will look for the moment. Daring idiot, that's the point. Your relations with other species will go down by 25. That's not important because you're on war with the enemy almost all the time if you do it my way. What do we say about his ship? It's well armored and it has subspace artillery. Oh my god. The USS Simpson Sap. Look at this. Subspace artillery. Does a hell of a lot of damage at a great range. Only problem it does not fire that fast. This ship gets utterly useless as soon as the enemy is in close proximity, but unless that happens, that ship is quite good for its size. There is another hero you might be interested in. This is an economic leader. 30% more money out of your colony where you assign him to, and You get a bonus if he is assigned to a desert planet to 30% to food, production and research. And he is a noble that he can find in ground combat. Let's see who else we have in our little empire of heroes. For example, this guy here is absolutely lovable. 30% less pollution, 20% more approval on the planet, and he has a useful ship. Let's assign him to a planet. Where is he? Can we send him somewhere? Launch him? Yes. And then you'll see his ship. It's not a totally good ship. Actually, it's quite bad designed when you think about ship design, but that is another video. But at least he has his own ship. What else is there? Or who else is there? Well, for example, there's this little guy. He gives you 20 PC when he destroys a ship. He can blockade the enemy. You would rather not need that. He makes the entire fleet 10 spaces faster than normal. And he even has a unique ship. Look at him. He has this loot ability. Whenever he kills a ground unit, you get money. And he has a pistol that does, well, damage, but not that much. And he even comes with his own ship. So, the Wildlive Maleficent. A lot of firepower, no armor besides shields. Well, it's not the worst ship I've ever seen. Not the best, but actually not the worst either. Let's see who else we have. And there is another one. It's like a fish. Aquatic leader, 10% more of everything if you're on an ocean world. And a skilled negotiator, which means that you're able to make better deal with other races. There are many other leaders as well. Some of them are more useful, some are less. You will find out yourself, but don't forget, leaders cost permanent money each turn, unless you have a special building. They cost money to get them into the empire, and they're not always that necessary. You can do without them. They can do not without you. See you next time. Bye.